Kansas lawmakers are considering a bill that would make it a felony to encourage or help someone die by suicide. KSN's Zina Taher explains the bill is sparked by stories from parents who lost their children after such discussions in online forums.
Julia, two families spoke to legislators about their experience losing sons after they were encouraged to take their own lives and shown how to do so in online forums. I spoke to the mother of one of those children who now focuses on advocacy after her son died 2 years ago. When Christy Kahn found out she was pregnant with her son Kai, she was thrilled.
He was actually my miracle child, my only child. I had struggled with fertility issues and was told I would never be able to get pregnant on my own. And then surprise, I had him.
She says despite his young age, forever 18, Kai was an old soul who loved reading books and learning about history. He wanted to be a nurse.
A sweet, shy kid. Never would say anything bad about anybody. Had such a kind heart, very sensitive.
Kai had struggled with mental health since middle school, but he seemed to be doing better. So it was a surprise to Kahn when he died by suicide nearly 2 years ago. She got into his email account and found a website where he had chatted with others about his mental health struggles. He had been encouraged to take his own life and given information on how to do so.
It was devastating and enraging. I was so mad. And I remember calling the detective and saying, hey, did you see this? I found this. This is what pushed, like they encouraged this. And then hearing that it's not against the law, I just could not believe it.
It was kind of a no-brainer to want to stand up and make this a criminal offense.
Representative Brenda Landwehr requested the bill for introduction. She says encouraging someone to take their own life is wrong and should be a crime in Kansas. Kahn says she and other families know it's too late to save their own children.
I just really want to protect future children or young adults, anybody that's going through this situation from having this so easily accessible.
Another legislator I talked to did have some concerns about enforceability. He says his main worry is perpetrators who are messaging Kansans from locations out of state wouldn't be tracked down or prosecuted. If you or someone you know needs help, you're encouraged to call the Suicide Prevention Hotline at 988. Here for you, Zina Taher, KSN News 3.